Okay, the vlog is now exporting. I took my time with that edit. I did a voiceover for when I was painting the unicorns because I thought you guys would be bored. So yeah, that's done. I can leave it. And now I can open my box of goodies from Vistaprint. If I can find my cutter. Let's go do this. Right. Oh yeah, I need to do comics. I didn't do comics yesterday. I didn't do comics today, but I did comics on Monday. Sorry, I'm gesturing with a knife. I'm tired. Maybe I'll sit down and do it after I open this. It's the biggest order of Vistaprint I have ever done. Did I ever order 1,000 before? I don't think I've ever ordered 1,000 business cards. I would be very mad if I made a typo in the business card, so... Oh, it's a lot of boxes. Nice. Hello. Get $20 off if you type in get20 and apply the coupon code, or you'll get $20 off if you use get20 at checkout. So here you go. Alright, so my business cards are very, very, very simple. Just black and white. And it just kind of, that's it. Just this thing that I use in every comic, so like every comic that I've done, I've just been using this drawing of me at a work desk. And so at the back it just says Joyce-Ann, illustrator and comic artist. It has my website, my YouTube, and my email. And that is all. So, extremely simple. And I got 1,000 of these, and I did get the round corners, obviously. But no special finish or anything. Just very, very simple. And it looks like there is no typos, so that's great. I could have made the font a bit bigger, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't decide on what illustration I wanted, so I just ended up with this, and I'm pretty happy with that. So I got 1,000 of those. That's a lot, but I think that'll last me for a while. And then we have our postcards. So this one is the unicorn one. Let's see how this one turned out. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, it's pretty. Pretty. Sorry, I keep ripping my sweater on the sides here. That looks really nice, and it's of great quality. Ooh, love it. It's quite pinkish, but that is what I ended up doing, I guess, for the filters. I really like a pinkish filter over my stuff. Sometimes I do it too much, but I think that turned out great. I had some trouble with how to crop the stuff, but yeah. Unicorn. So that's nice. Let's put this away. The next one is Draw or Die. We've seen that one. I want to see the mushroom one. Oh, they've combined it. So, oh no, they haven't. Let's do it. So let's look at this one was the Knot Dragon, so this one is probably the mushroom one. And it is. I just feel like I could have put her down a little bit because of this big gap, but it looks great. The colors are nice. Yeah, I could have shifted her down a bit more so there's less of this, but I think it looks good. I'm pretty happy with those. Yeah, nice. So those are my 2 new ones and my business cards. And then, what is this? $15 off, order 75 plus. Code NY2023. So if you want that, I guess they do mugs now. Cool. Afternoon, it is Sunday, I was gonna say February, it is Sunday, January 15th, it's about 2:30, and I am just catching up on my comic pages. I have a post-it here that is showing me how much I have left to do. So I have 3 pages left to do today, because over the weekend I only worked on 2, and my quota for the week is 8 pages, 2 pages a day excluding weekends. But I was very tired this week. Work was really busy, and on Friday I went out with a couple friends, and I was not able to recover until pretty much this morning. So yesterday I did nothing. We slept until maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was just like, I'm just not gonna do anything for the rest of the day. We came home late on Friday, so that is why. Someone's coming upstairs and bothering me. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I didn't do anything at all yesterday all day. I just watched Sense8, so I finished season 1, and I am on season 2, the end of the first episode, which is a 2-hour thing, so that was really good. I'm gonna continue watching it while I work. Yeah, this week was so busy. I was so tired. I had to do some blood work for my family doctor because I guess it's my annual checkup ritual now. I gotta get some blood work. I also had my cyst kind of looked at again because I think it stopped growing, so that's good. But we're gonna check my blood. The lady at the blood lab had to stabbed me twice. So she tried this arm. The bruise is gone. There's a slight bruise. She tried this. No blood came out, so she's like, I'm sorry, I have to take it out. So she tried it on my other arm, which worked. But it's so strange. She did it on the side, not right here. She did it here, so it's bruised up. But yeah, she was pretty light-handed. I did feel like a pinch, but it wasn't really that bad. So yeah, I did that. And then I was just like pretty much tired the rest of the week. I did 2 pages on Monday, and then nothing else. So I am catching up on my comic pages. I have 3 pages left to do. I've started page 3. Well, I've started the page 49, and yeah, so we are pretty much at like almost halfway through the comic, I think. Or yeah, we're on page 50. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm just gonna keep going. My plan for today was to just do a big catch up on comics. Sorry, the lighting. Big comic catch up pretty much a whole day today. I didn't think I had any other thing planned. So yeah, what's going on next week anyway? I have a dentist appointment on Tuesday. Well, next Tuesday, so just beginning of the year, I feel like a lot of things are happening. Anyway, I don't know what else to update you on. I'm going to continue working on my comic, and I'll probably vlog more throughout the day. I'm going to try and finish my pages, and we can do some other fun vlogging thing. I would like to work on the emoji video. But yeah, I'll finish this first because it's my top priority, and then we'll do a bunch of stuff because I only have most of the day today to vlog, and then I work on Monday, maybe work on Tuesday, and probably work on Wednesday, so I won't have any other time to film vlog content. So let's get these pages
December done. Parcels that are going out, which Mark actually packed for me. Bless his soul, because I had to cut out all the stickers and everything, and I had to design the thank you notes and print the thank you notes, and cut the thank you notes and write the thank you notes. So he packed them. Took like, I don't know, an easy 2 hours off of my to-do list, so bless his heart. But those notes are done. I still need to seal the envelopes.
I pulled out my Satani book because I remember a scene in this book where there is a flashback, and I wanted to see how they did that flashback. There's a couple of scenes actually in this one. Oh, the smell of this book. So papery. No, it was towards the middle or the beginning. There it is.
Enough! I've seen enough!
It's okay, it's okay.
And you should probably be talking to.
Thank you for taking the time to help us.
No problem. Happy to talk with folks who don't keep asking me if this is going to be on the test. Grace said you were writing a thesis on early hominoids?
I just remembered one scene in this one summer that I wanted to see how it was portrayed. I guess I was wrong. It's not what I thought it was. Back to Setany. There's another scene here that I want to see how it went. All right, it is 4 o'clock and I did it. I finished 8 pages. I'm counting the 2 pages I did on Monday. So technically I did 6 today, but I'm done and we are up to page 51. 51 pages of the Glass Unicorn. Here's the updated stack. Can't really tell the difference, but here it is. Okay, I think the story is going well. It's definitely taking longer than my usual, but we are at the climax pretty much of the story. It's all going down from here. Alright, I'm gonna do other things. So I grabbed my agenda just to kind of guide what I want to do, what I need to do, but also update it because I haven't updated it since yesterday. So I'm gonna do that right now. I have taxes here. I should work on that. I should really start working on my taxes. Next week though, I have that little interview at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. I'm definitely at work on Monday. Oops. Oh. Do I have my deadline here for the Glass Unicorn? I don't. I should put it in here. I decided to do some sketching of the random emojis that I had that won the vote, which is duck, crown, and ram. So this is actually the first one. I think this was the first one. Just your regular ram and a duck, but that looks kind of awkward. So I redrew just this random thing, just a bunch of shapes, and then I drew this like ram duck. Kind of like a head of a ram, body of a duck, but I was like, no, you gotta have the duck face, that's important. So I drew just like a regular ram, and then the duck, and then a woman. So I kind of like the shape of this. I might use color pencils for this, and then I was thinking of doing a bunch of feet for the ram, so it's more interesting. So I think I'm going to develop this idea. I'm just using a regular pen. This pen is actually really nice for sketching. It's just, it kind of bleeds a little bit, like certain parts are bleeding. But yeah, so I'm going to develop this just really slowly. I don't know what the lore is behind this. It's just what I came up with. I might blow it up bigger. And yeah, so I'll probably look online on Twitter and Instagram and kind of just browse through different art to see what else I would like to add to it. But yeah, this is what it is so far. Here it is. I printed out my sketch. I added ram horns on the lady and a tail, but pretty much everything is going to stay the same, and the duck is going to have a crown. So I'm going to refine this in a cleaner sketch on my Canson paper, and I think I'm going to go with my watercolor and color pencil, and it's just going to be a nice, what do you call this, a character illustration. No background or anything, just for fun, and it'll probably be part of this vlog. So I'm not gonna do a separate video, we're just gonna make it part of the vlog. But I'm hungry. I can already tell that this vlog is not gonna be that interesting, so sorry. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna make a pumpkin pie. This pumpkin pie was supposed to be for Christmas, but I got sick with COVID, so I couldn't make it, and I would like to use the pie shells before they go bad. So I'm gonna do that right now, and I'll probably have pie throughout the week, and it will be tasty. So where is my pie recipe? Easy pumpkin pie. Oh, do I have enough eggs? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. I have enough eggs. I'm gonna preheat my oven now. So hopefully this is still good. It's been in the fridge since Christmas. Best before March 2023. I usually leave it in the freezer, but I think it should be okay. I'm trying to smell it through the plastic. I don't think that works. I think it should be fine. I have my pie thingy, but I might be able to make 2 pies, so I have this. All right. This is the simplest recipe, so it's so simple. Just need filling and some evaporated milk and some nutmeg, and it's what is it? Pumpkin pie spice, which is basically nutmeg and cinnamon and stuff. So. Here are my silly little pies. I had some extra trimming from this one, so I just made flowers. They look bad, but they're going in the oven now. time to clean up.
Hey, we done bullshit. Good. I know how hierarchies work. I know there's no way that one of us is ever going to be in charge of them, which means that your boss, Mr. Kroon, is back there somewhere. I want him in here. Now.
You don't understand. These people.
Oh, we're amateurs.
What can I say about this piece? I love it. I really like how it turned out. I just feel disappointed for it. Like I did not put all my effort into it, like 100%. I came up with the idea fairly quickly. The random emojis that were generated were really fun, and when my members voted on them, I was kind of intimidated because it involves animals, although I have drawn a bunch of animals. I was a little bit intimidated because like I just had no idea what I was going to end up with, but I did end up with a really cool idea. I really like it. I just like I said, I felt disappointed because I didn't put 100% of my effort into it. It turned out fine, but I feel like I could have added a bit more finish to it. I mean, I could still do that. I could still pull out the drawing itself and then add more finishing touches to it. What I think happened is because the day I worked on this, I had just finished thundering through 6 pages of pencils for my comic The Glass Unicorn. So by the time I was finished doing the watercolors, like the watercolor flats for this illustration, and I was like starting doing the color pencils, it was towards the evening, so I was getting a little bit tired by the time I got to the major part of this illustration, which is the color pencil. So I had a lot of fun doing it, but like I said, like I think I'm gonna say later on in this vlog when I talk a little bit more about it and show you the piece like right beside me, I just said like I got bored. So yeah, which is pretty much what happened. I got bored towards the finalization of this with the color pencils, and I just wanted to like take a break. So I don't really know what else to say about that. I did enjoy it. It was really fun to do. The idea, I like I said, I was intimidated, but I did come up with a really cool idea. So I think I might just sit down and maybe look at it again with fresh energy and fresh eyes at some point this week, and maybe add a couple more finishing touches before I post it on my website, because I really like it. The other thing that I think might improve it a little bit more maybe is if you know what, I'm looking at it right now in front of me. And I think you'll see it a bit more later towards the end of me showing you the painting of this, but the strap around the ram's neck with the red jewel, it's like so lopsided. I don't know why it ended up looking like that. So I could change that on Photoshop and make it a little bit more symmetrical. That's one thing I want to do. I feel like the duck was a little bit rushed because the duck was one of the last things I started coloring in. So I think I could add a little bit more finish to the duck. I do really like the shape. I like the whole shape of the piece. I really like that. You know, me with the work that I do for characters, I usually start off with a shape in the composition, and I wanted it to be nice and compact. Kind of, I wanted it to fit on the paper really well. So it's a really weird illustration, I think. Like, well, who is she? Why is she just wearing a bikini or her underwear? I don't understand. She has some tattoos of a duck. I really like the tattoo on her thigh too. I think I did a pretty good job with that. And then she has the tattoo on her arm that just is a heart and that says duck. So it's a very strange amalgamation of characters, but I think it turned out well. And I can see too, looking at it in front of me, her feet don't have any finished as well. I might add a little bit of nail polish and maybe some some lines just to accentuate her toes. Again, you'll see it more towards the end when I'm starting to work on the color pencils, but what do you guys think? If you see, by the time you see it at the end, what do you guys think? Again, I really like it. I will put it up on my website, and I will be selling this original as well, adding it to my portfolio and selling it for a couple bucks. So it'll be cool to kind of, I don't know if I would explore the characters more because it's kind of a one-shot thing, but I'm imagining it as a sticker set. It'll be really cute if I make the characters like more chibi or something like that. Yeah, but I enjoyed this like emoji challenge. I was hoping for, out of the choices, I was really hoping to get the one with the toxic symbol because I know I could do something with that, but the more intimidating one got picked, and I don't mind it because I think it turned out really great and it was fun to do. It was nice to work with color pencils again. I've been avoiding using color pencils just because of this thing where I have been getting really bored if I'm working on something longer than two hours. I don't like this habit to continue, so I need to change either my mindset or just my approach to things. I don't know what it is. I think it might be because my comic, The Glass Unicorn, is taking up a lot of my headspace because I have a deadline for that and I would really like to finish it. I'm starting to think about what to do in terms of printing because I'm not done the pencils yet. In my calendar, I had my pencils to be done this month, and then I would start painting like now, and then I would be done by the mid-February, which is insane. So I think I might have to extend that deadline in terms for the pencils because right now I'm halfway through. So I think I need to give myself a little bit more time just so I don't get so overwhelmed because I am feeling overwhelmed right now just trying to get it done. And I'm the kind of person to put my deadlines very early just because I want to make sure I have enough time, I have enough buffer to get everything I need done in terms of finalizing, because I know it'll take time. I really need to extend it, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to sit down and look at my calendar and my agenda and kind of think about how to extend that and give myself some leeway just to breathe, because I am feeling overwhelmed by the deadline I set myself. So yeah, I think for the next couple of vlogs I will be focusing on the comics, so hopefully it doesn't get too boring and stuffy around here. But yeah, that is my main goal. I think soon I'll be able to vlog some of the painting process for the Glass Unicorn. So expect a lot of that in the next couple of vlogs. We're just gonna go crazy with the comics, and that's what it's gonna be taking up my headspace for the next little while. I did sign up for another convention. I don't know if I'm gonna get in officially. I am in 2 conventions coming up for this year. So I have TCAF in April, and then I have MCAF in May, and then I signed up for the Toronto Stationery Show, which I don't remember when it is gonna be, but I signed up for it. I did this event. Oh my god, I just looked it up right now. It's also in April, so that's early. So if I don't get in, that's fine too, because this show, I've done it once before, and it's a really fun show. It showcases a lot of stationery, so stickers, washi tape. My sticker book would be perfect for this, so that's why I signed up for it. Any convention where I can sell and move sticker books is perfect for me. So as much as I can, I have been signing for conventions. So I signed up for this one. It's in April, so I have 2 conventions in April. I'll try not to think too much about it. I can't really sell comics there because, again, it's called the Stationery Show, but I need to think about more stationery-like things. But I don't think there's a problem with me just selling stickers and sticker books and some of my leftover washi tape. My postcard as well would do great. And I might think about creating a few more things to add to that, but exciting times, I guess. It's gonna be a busy one, but again, my main focus is the comics, so expect a lot of that. And hopefully, like I said, I can show more of the process once I have these pages ready. So I'll probably, like I did with Too Much on Your Plate, I'll probably show me painting some of the pages. We'll probably do a big kind of cover thing. I'll go over what I do with the cover from beginning to end, like I did with Too Much on Your Plate. I'm kind of excited to do that because I know that means the comic is done. I usually do my title pages at the end of every comic. Yeah, so just saying, expect a lot of comic content for the next couple of vlogs. Pie is ready. Okay, tell me how big. Well, I might still need some time, but you're not patient enough, so.
Hungry.
My slice.
What?
ERX spike detected.
Is this gonna be a ghost? Do I got a ghost on my phone?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I suppose I better confront it and assert my dominance here. Can you tell me who's there?
It's alright. More steady, I think.
Yeah, you. Are you some kind of ghostly apparition?
I knew it.
How did you die?
Why?
Well, normal. I'm born. Well, I'm sure.
I'm having some Sour Patch Kids berries. Got strawberry, cherry, grape, and raspberry. Let's try the strawberry. That's good. Oh, that's good. I don't know if you picked up on the theme for this vlog, but this week, well, last week at this point now, has been like really tiring. I don't know what it is, but I was just so tired this week that I couldn't really get much done. So I had to push all my comic work over the weekend, which was totally fine because I had that Saturday where I just slept and did nothing, which energized me quite a bit, not a little bit. It energized me quite a bit to finish 6 pages that I'm almost tempted to just do that every weekend, but I know that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna solve my problem. So I'm pushing myself to at least do 2 pages a day. But again, I'm still kind of tired, so I might do 1 page a day and do a couple pages over the weekend. Like I'm going to mention later on in this vlog, I really want to avoid comic burnout, which happens to me quite a bit when I work on something really intensely. And seeing that I already get a little bit bored when I'm working on like this piece with the color pencils, that doesn't bode well from if I'm going to start painting my comic, and there's gonna be over 60 pages of painting. Thinking about it, I don't know if I can reach that deadline that I gave myself, even with the extension. It's possible that I might have to push the Glass Unicorn to later in the year in terms of printing instead of having it ready for TCAF. I thought TCAF was gonna be in June. Also, I didn't think I would get in. I thought I would only have the Montreal Festival, which is in May, to prepare for. But because I got into TCAF, it kind of messed up my schedule a little bit. I'm really lucky and blessed to be able to get into TCAF again, but I don't know why they moved the show to earlier in the year. It's in April now, and it always used to be in May, it was in June, and now it's in April, and it's so early, so I don't know, maybe it's possible that I might have to push finalizing the Glass Unicorn and having it printed later in the year, towards fall or something like that. Because if I'm going to start a Kickstarter as well, I'd like to make it, I'd like to kind of sit down and really think about it. I've never Kickstarted anything before. I might have to do it for this comic because it's going to be so expensive to print it out of pocket. I've done pre-orders before, but I'm so afraid of mailing things, even though I know I have to do that for Kickstarter as well. I'm so afraid of mailing stuff. Fulfilling orders is really scary to me. Before, I used to really want that. I used to want to have like a running shop. Like I see it all the time from artist vlogs. They have like a warehouse, they have shelves of stock, and like every day they just, you know, that's their thing. They do art, they create for their shop, and then they mail stuff, they package everything. And like that used to be my dream at this, like, but now I have realized that is not me. It took a while for me to tell myself, like, Joy, you can, you know that you can do it, you can fulfill orders, you can create a shop. But my heart wasn't really in it. My heart was like, I dreamt of it because I guess it was kind of a little bit of like FOMO. Every, like, all the artists that I was watching, they were just like, they just had these like successful Patreons, successful shops, and I just don't know why I couldn't do it. Well, I couldn't do it because, one, it wasn't like my strength, and my heart wasn't really in it. My heart is just creating things and sharing them, but sharing them not through mailing things or fulfilling things. If I did that, I would have to have somebody else do it for me because I just don't have the brain for it, I think. I'm not very analytical, not very logical. I kind of go with a lot of the flow. I'm just, yeah. Anyway, it's just me, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Oh yeah, Kickstarter. So, I don't know if I'm a little bit of a Debbie Downer right now or just really doom and gloom about deadlines with the Glass Unicorn. I'm so happy with how much I've created for it in terms of pages that I want it to be successful. So it's making me kind of think about it a lot. Yeah, I'm starting to think about just fulfillment, which I think maybe I'm getting ahead of myself and I just should just chill out. If I know I need a bit more time, I can give myself a bit more time. But I really just want to have something nice and prepared for my conventions coming up, and I think that's what's really eating up my brain. Yeah, so oh yeah, the other thing I did want to talk about is over the weekend as well, I did open up another membership tier on my YouTube channel membership. So it's the Video Pal tier, and it's for $4.99. And basically what you get there is you get access to a lot of my older vlogs. A couple years ago, I privated a lot of my older vlogs just because I just thought it was just too old, and there were a lot of things that I talked about then that I don't feel comfortable talking about now. So I decided to private them, but I decided they would be available for Video Pals to watch, just because I don't think a lot of people are going to subscribe to a Video Pal, and like I don't mind more intimate videos in behind like a paywall. I guess it makes me feel a little bit more secure. Like I don't say anything horrible or too personal or anything like that, but sometimes when I look back on my old videos I cringe a little bit, so that's why I privated them. But you can watch those videos. There's like tons of them, vlog videos, and some art videos as well, some old real-time videos with my old art. So you can watch those for $4.99, and you can also have access to early access videos. So if I create a video and it's ready to go live when I usually upload a video, it'll be there. But I also have promised at least 2 more intimate vlog style videos. I don't know how long they're gonna be. I haven't really filmed anything yet because nobody is in the Video Pal tier, but once I get 1 or 2 people there, I'm gonna start doing these like separate vlog videos that necessarily don't talk a lot about art. They might be just like me sitting in front of the camera and talking about some things that I probably don't want to be talking too much about like in the regular vlogs. I guess more, like I said, more intimate stuff. So yeah, that's open already. If you're interested, check it out. But right now the only thing you can access there are the old archived privated vlogs, and art videos from a while back. The earliest video there is from 2014, so I was like 22 or 23 years old. It's kind of crazy. I watched a couple of them over the weekend because I had to move them into the video pals instead of being private, and there was no way for me to do it on YouTube like as a mass edit. I had to do them one by one. So there's quite a bit. There are some other vlogs though when I decided to have a separate vlog channel that are not there, which is fine because that was like the dark time of my life, usually like around when I had a separate vlog channel. Those vlogs were like around the darkest times of my life. So it's okay that they're not there. You're not missing much. So, but yeah, I watched a couple of my older ones and like I talked different. My editing was more, I feel like I put more effort into my editing back then, but it was a little bit cringy. I used like weird sound effects and made faces. I don't think I do that now. I don't know. So it's like an interesting watch because that was a lot of years ago. So, but I still like vlogging, so it's something that I stuck with. But yeah, so I did that over the weekend. So if you're interested in that, if you click the join button on my channel or below here, you can see kind of read like some descriptions for the tiers. So yeah, I don't know yet. We're gonna kind of play it by ear in terms of what I will talk about in these more intimate vlog style videos. I'll probably do like, I don't know, I was thinking like a monthly favorite. I'll talk about that. But yeah, so that's available now if you are interested to check it out. If you guys have any suggestions of what you'd like to see in the next vlog, let me know in the comment section down below. I will add it into the voting for the members, so the members can vote on the suggestions that you guys requested. I'm kind of running out of ideas. I have that doodle calendar video planned for January, so that's gonna be, I'm still not sure if that's gonna be a member only video or if it's gonna be part of like the vlog or a separate video like I'm doing with this emoji challenge video, but haven't thought about that yet. But if you guys have any suggestions of what you'd like to see that could be voted on for the next vlog or the next video, please let me know. I'm trying to think of some ideas that we can do, some fun ones, and I'm drawing a blank. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, I would be very welcome to them. I did come up with a zine idea that I think I mentioned really quickly in a previous vlog. I kind of came up with it during one of my insomnia laden nights. I wrote it down on my phone, so I'd also want to do a really quick small zine at some point. So that's also in my agenda of something that I want to do, and I might do that during a weekend that I have free when I have been able to reach my comic quota for the week and I have a weekend just to be able to do that stuff. Like I said, over the weekends I usually try to keep them free and just work on some fun stuff, and I think I'm going to segregate this zine idea for quote-unquote the fun day over the weekend when I have time to just sit down and finish it. And I'll probably try and finish it over the weekend like I've done with some previous zines. This one's going to be very simple, just like regular ink, and it's going to be the size of at the end, and I like to squeeze into tight places, so that's going to be really fun. I've pretty much written out everything that I want for that zine. I just have to, you know, draw the interiors of it, but that's another thing that's coming up in my book, and I'll probably talk about that in the vlog as well. So like I said, expect a lot of comic content, but also expect some side zine content. You know what, maybe that could be the more intimate vlog video. Who knows? Still kind of playing around with ideas of what to make as like a separate vlog member only video. I've been looking around different channels for like people who do offer memberships. I want to see what they offer. I wish YouTube could do like mail outs, but nah, it's just because like if I do, I was thinking about going back into a Patreon like subscription thing for stickers and stuff, but it's kind of weird having it separate on Patreon when I'm doing some YouTube membership. So just a thought, but I don't think at this point I'm ready to go back into the subscription stuff, just because I have, you know, all these things that I've talked about that I have deadlines for. So those are taking priority over trying to come back into a sticker club. Anyway, I think I might leave you guys now for the rest of the speed painting clips, well, real-time clips of me coloring in this illustration. Thank you for listening. I hope this provided you some amusement while you are working on your own thing, cleaning the house, crafting, painting as well. So if you have any ideas of what we want me to talk about for the next video where I'm just drawing, let me know as well. That would be great. I'm kind of running out of ideas. I did talk about a little bit about my writing process, like another commenter had suggested a couple videos before. So yeah, I won't guarantee that I'll talk about your question or your topic, but maybe I will. I don't know. So yeah, I'll leave you guys for the rest of the painting stuff. Hope you enjoyed it, because I am running out of things to talk about, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next clip. Wow, I have this ring light that I got, and it's like right in front of my face. It has different settings. It has this warmer light setting, it has this fluorescent setting, a bluer setting, I guess. So we'll go with the warm setting, which is my favorite. Anyway, so I finished doing the drawing. I kind of rushed the end a little bit because I was getting bored. But here it is. So yeah, just that's it. I'll show you better. I mean, you'll probably see me work on it. So but yeah, I finished it. I'm pretty happy with this lady here. I should have finished her tail a little bit more, but yeah, pretty happy. I did rush it a little bit, but it's still pretty good. Has the ram, the duck, and the crown. So I guess I'm gonna watch the rest of Sense8. I've just been kind of exhausted after working on those pages, and I'm still tired from the week, so I think I'm gonna head downstairs and just like chill out for the rest of the night. I have work tomorrow, so I don't want to be too tired. But yeah, I'll film probably tomorrow night, so hopefully I can work on comics. And I didn't get burnt out today, but we'll see. I think I like it. I think a little bit more finish would be good, but I'm pretty happy. I really like her body shape as well. It reminds me of my body, just like a straight shot. Anyway, what else can I talk about before I go? Oh, you know what? I do have something else I would like to talk about, but my battery is dying, so I'm gonna do that maybe tomorrow. Good afternoon. It is January 17th, so it's yeah, it's Tuesday. It just hit noon, and I am just working here on my studio. I've been awake for a while. I'm having a hard time getting started this morning, so I just kind of dilly-dallied throughout the day, or throughout the morning I was awake. I paid my credit cards. I decided to post some stuff on Kijiji. I was thinking of posting stuff on Facebook Marketplace, but I was looking through Facebook Marketplace and it looked kind of weird in there. Like everything was just actual ads for companies instead of people actually selling anything. I don't know if it really works. So I have sold some stuff on Kijiji a long time ago. So I put up postings for my guillotine cutter, my thermal binders that I've had in my closet forever, and also my Cricut. So I'm selling those. I doubt they're gonna sell. I'm selling them for very cheap because I do want to get them off of my hands. I was thinking of doing like bringing them over to a donation place, but because I don't drive, it's just more difficult. So I'm gonna try this and kind of see where it goes if anybody does look at it. But yeah, so I'm selling my thermal binding machine for $30. It's online, it retails for like $200, so that's insane to me. My Cricut I'm selling for $50. I know, very cheap. And my guillotine cutter I'm selling for $30. So a lot of these I'm selling really cheap because I don't want to deliver it, so it's all pickup. But yeah, I don't know where it's gonna go. I doubt I'm gonna get any views or anything, just because like I feel like this world has changed as well with the algorithms. So anyway, but yeah, I did that, and then like I think I'm going to go out for lunch today with my boyfriend and his mom. So I'm doing that at some point. I don't know when. But yeah, I was just having a hard time getting started this morning. Didn't really get much done other than the things that I told you. So hopefully later today after lunch, maybe I'll feel a bit better. And we can actually, I didn't do comics yesterday either, so I added 2 more ticks. So I have to do those. I'm going out to lunch. I'll see you guys later. Maybe I'll film what we eat. I don't know. So this is the stuff I want to get rid of. This thermal binder, which I used like 3 times. My Cricut. This thing that I haven't really used, so I might just donate that since I can carry it easily. Which is the same thing for this. I might donate this. And then this I'm trying to sell. So again, I doubt anyone's gonna contact me for them, so but we'll see what happens in the next couple weeks. Anyway, I'm back home now, and I thought I'd show you the ring light that I was talking about in a previous clip. So this is the ring light I got. It's like a desktop ring light, and you can actually, it's supposed to clip on your laptop or something like that, which is kind of scary because this clip is very tight. But I can clip it here, but I kind of just use it on my desktop. So when I was working on that illustration with the emojis, I was actually using this. So I don't know how much better the quality is in terms of the lighting. I'll probably see when I start editing this vlog, which I haven't started yet. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually got 2 because these are only $15, and I got these on Amazon. And lighting has always been an issue for me in terms of my videos. So since they don't take up much space, I thought they would be a great addition to just like my stuff for videos. So yeah, it's quite cool. Like I said, here's the buttons for it. Here it is. There is oops, I turn it on. There you go. There's different settings and warmth and coolness of light, and you can make the light brighter or dimmer, but yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway, thought I'd show you guys that. Yeah, so I am back from lunch now. It's about 3:15. Really, this day is kind of getting away from me. I'm not really doing much. Hopefully I get some more energy towards like in an hour or so, hopefully, because I would like to catch up on my comic pages. But I thought for now I wanted to talk about my first book review. So over, I think last week, the people from Silver Sprocket emailed me and said, hey, we didn't know about this, it's a little late, but a review came in for your book, Sugar and Other Stories on Kirkus. So I read it, and I think it's a pretty good review. I did receive one review before that I remember from Silver Sprocket. They reviewed my book, The Island, with Shortbox, and that was a pretty good review. And I think this is like a more official one. I think from Kirkus, which is a magazine from New York, and they just do a bunch of book reviews, comic reviews, and stuff. So I will leave the link to the review itself, and I think it's going to be printed out in magazines and in their magazine. And the people from Silver Sprocket told me that this is a great way for my books to be possibly available in libraries, just because it's a trusted reviewer. So it's pretty cool. It's a long one, so I kind of want to read a little bit of it, but I'll have it on like here somewhere, or you can read it. But yeah, so they called me Illustrator San. Illustrator San's debut. Okay, I'll try again. Illustrator San's debut graphic novel is a collection of short stories loosely connected by their sense of the uncanny and macabre, full of monsters, both literal and psychosocial. So the topics in these 7 stories range from a college student's friendship with a soul-harvesting demon, a grotesque ritual to make a more beautiful smile, a woman's obsession with squeezing into confined spaces, the catharsis of murdering one's disappointed spouse in a dream, and one man's eerie search for the end of his unnaturally long shadow. San's art is clean and confident and deftly captures a story's essential beats, whether that's a character's growing anxiety or the return of a meaty hellspawn whose face is a ring of needle-like teeth. Confident, clean, that's pretty good, right? Many of these stories eschew strong narrative arcs and definitive conclusions in favor of punchlines and or arresting images, which I totally agree with. A lot of my work is based on a punchline, like a joke. So I totally agree with that. A notable exception is To All the Witches I've Loved Before, in which a villager attempts to protect his local witches from an angry mob of his fellow citizens and ends up getting what's coming to him. Be Like Blood similarly has a thesis its story supports, following a friendship pair of a good girl and a bad girl during night out and wrestling with morality in a brutally immoral world. Wow. Taken as a whole, the book is a phantasmagoria of striking visuals and offbeat perspectives, full of promise for a developing talent, atmospheric and provocative. So yeah, that is my first pretty official review of my first big hardcover book, Sugar and Other Stories, and I'm pretty happy with that review. When I read it, I felt like I was gonna cry, because it's so amazing. I honestly, in terms of this book, I feel like I'm dropping the ball with just advertising it or talking about it, but I am very proud of my collection of stories, and I'm very proud that somebody wanted to make this collection, and it just like pumps me up for creating more comics like The Glass Unicorn and just more short things similar to what I've done. And like, this is not all the stories I've written and drawn, right? So anyway, I don't think Silver Sprocket is watching this, but thank you guys so much for, the opportunity to be published like this, in this way. But yeah, so that is my first book review. Again, I'll leave a link down below if you want to read it. And yeah, so Sugar is coming out next month. You can pre-order it now, but it should be available to buy everywhere by next month, and it will be in select bookstores as well. So I have also been in contact with Silver Sprocket about a book launch of some sort. I don't know how big it's gonna be, but we've been trying to contact different comic shops in Toronto, especially since I'm from here. So I don't know where that's gonna go. I'm just kind of helping out if they need me, but they're doing a lot of the marketing work, so it's really amazing, because I'm not very good at that. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that. But I was even willing to go to San Francisco for a book launch there at their bookstore, but their bookstore actually had a flood recently, so they've been dealing with that, which is very unfortunate. So I hope they get through that okay. But yeah, if it works out, I might go there for this, but who knows if that's gonna happen. Alright, so I'm gonna I think I'm gonna start editing the vlog, and then hopefully I can start working on my comics. I'm gonna do this system here where if I don't work on a comic on 2 pages on the day, like my quota, I'm gonna add a tick, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on it on the weekend. I have been trying to manage burnout with working on this comic because I know I can get easily burnt out. So if I don't feel like working on comic pages, I am not going to force myself to do it. So yeah, I'm just taking it easy. So yeah, I'm just going to start editing the vlog, and we'll see what happens afterwards. I'm eating all of the non-grape Sour Patch Kids. I usually like grape flavor candy, but these ones are not very good. For the ones at the back. How did this happen? Wow. I'm feeling really spoiled with this ring light. But yeah, we are now an hour into the vlog, and I think I'm gonna end it here because it's already fairly long. Most of the vlog was me working on the emoji piece, but thank you to my members for voting for that. I hope that was enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed watching that while I kind of talked about random things. And if it's something you don't really like and you want the vlogs to be a little bit more action-packed and not speed paint commentary, let me know. But yeah, it's nice. I think it's a nice thing to have in the background while you're working on other things. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great rest of your week. If you have any ideas of what you want to see in the next vlog to have my members vote on it, leave them in the comment section. But yeah, for sure next week we're going to be working on more comics. And I have that live drawing event thing happening, which I didn't really talk about. I was hoping to talk about it more in this vlog, but it's not next week, it's the Monday next, so the 30th. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous for that, but hopefully I can practice a little bit and kind of warm up, but maybe I'll talk about it in the next vlog. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week. Have a good night, good morning, and I really appreciate you watching to the end. So see you guys in the next vlog/video.